Our region's business is sponsored by PNC for the achiever in you.
Well, we all know the statistics. Most new businesses will fail within the first 5 years or so of their existence. So what's the secret when one of them sticks? Well, our next guests may have the answer. WK Merriman Inc. is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, and I've had a chance to follow the company for almost that entire time. The founders appeared with me on a television program just a year or so after the company was getting off the ground a whole generation ago, so figured it was about time for an update. Merriman is CEO, and Matt Morissetti is president of WK Merriman, and welcome.
Excellent.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And happy anniversary.
Well, thank you. Yes, the 15th of May, it's official.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is. And it is a big milestone, 30 years for any business. But I remember when we did the story all those years ago, it was really focusing on the idea of a couple starting it in your house,
yes,
trying to get a business off the ground in what was really a pretty dark time for our region's economy.
It was. It definitely was. You know, steel was going out the window, and we started in our home, by the way, a very small home.
Okay.
A very, very small home. And from there we moved to Campbell's Run Road in Robinson Township, and eventually was told that we had used every square inch of that office space. So we started looking, because I'm very protective of our team and the people are there, and I want a good environment. So we looked for about 2 years, and we found, actually Bill found it, the Lock House on Neville Island, facing the river, great view, great work atmosphere.
Okay.
So
and what do the people who work there do? What is WK Merriman all about?
We're all about solutions. Actually, we started, the whole basis of the company with Bill in particular was hydrochloric acid. So we moved huge volumes into the Chicago market, and then about 300,000 tons a year. And then we also serviced oil and gas when it was strictly little companies, downhole, and we serviced them with the HCl back then. And then we eventually realized that there was a need for new cost-saving solutions for wastewater treatment. And that is how the company has really grown beyond hydrochloric acid, which is more a commodity. And we've come up with very good solutions, clear, they call it clear streams. I think that's what David said. And so we're in anything from oil and gas to food.
Wow, and all over the place too. I know you have your lock house on the Ohio River with about 10 people working there, but
yes,
this is an organization that touches all the country, right?
East of the Mississippi is our footprint, and we have a number of partners strategically located throughout the Midwest, and they help us meet our customers' needs.
Was this something back in the beginning, building this sort of virtual organization where you have all these partners rather than building the whole vertically integrated organization yourself? Was that part of the design, or did that evolve?
Well, basically the whole concept is stick to what you're good at. Let's face it, like you said, at that time I knew a lot of companies that were starting and collapsing. And there were times that people said, why don't you get into trucking? Do you know what insurance is like for trucking now? And our core focus was on customers. We went in, we're a fine line between an engineering company and a chemical distributor. So a lot of the suppliers don't have the time to service these accounts and see what they really need, and that is where we're very, very good. And Matt heads up that end of Merriman.
And Matt, you came into the company, you don't look like you're old enough, but what, 17 years ago?
17 years ago.
Right out of college.
Right out of college, Penn State Engineering.
And so what's attracted to you? What's kept you with it all this time?
I mean, it's a great company, and I mean, there's 10 of us there, and we truly are a family. We eat lunch together every day, which I don't think is a norm for most larger companies. But I mean, we eat as a group. We have running groups. We do yoga together. We go on team building. So I mean, we truly are a family, and I mean, we look out for each other, and everyone cares. And I think that's a big part of our success, is that, you know, when you have everyone in your company that cares, they all have their specific roles. It helps become a successful company.
Yeah, and it sounds like part of your recruitment strategy over the years has been reaching out to the colleges and getting them young, right?
Right,
yeah.
And when they come in, if we approve, then we'll offer them a job. If we don't, and we know that they won't fit in, we're out of the box. We are not your norm. They get a massage regularly. We really promote health, the running together, the yoga, trying to keep healthy and work together.
And they say, I mean, we got to be, employers here in the region have to be a lot more creative about how they manage talent, because we just don't have enough great people in the region to fill the demand. And so it's this part of the culture, they're part of the strategy.
Absolutely.
At WK Merriman.
And I mean, our retention is incredible. I mean, if you look at the small amount of employees that we have, the number that's over 10 years is astounding that they've been there. So, like I said, it's all about the atmosphere that we have and the corporate culture that we have.
Well,
it makes us successful.
It is a great story. Great words to the wise on being flexible, adaptable as you navigate decades in business, and then treating your people well to keep great people.
And treat your customers well.
Maybe it's just, just
you
as important.
listen to them and see what their needs are.
All right, great story. Thanks for those words of advice, Marianne Merriman and Matt Morissetti from WK Merriman. Thank you both so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.